stage, Mr. Ajay. Please, sir.
Let's have a huge round of applause. No, everybody, let's throw balls. A big warm welcome to you, sir. We want the stage filled with balls. Superb. Sir, people are all very excited. A big warm welcome once again. And I'm sure that I can definitely see how excited you all are. And now it's time that you please contain this excitement, because it's now time to call the moderator on the stage, who's going to bring the entire journey in the most fascinating manner for you all. Please help me welcome Mr. Sandeep Jain, who's the co-founder of Trade Swift Broking. That's a full-fledged broking firm. He's a serial entrepreneur and well-known face featuring in various B channels, call it Z Business, CNBC, TV18 and print. So I'd like to welcome Mr. Sandeep to please join us here on stage. Oh, big warm welcome. So now the stage is yours. We're looking forward to hear some very interesting stories.
A very good morning, and Sheenu has set the tone for the day, and it was amazing. And this time I think I'm a bit nervous actually. It's very easy to talk on TV than to talk in front of brilliant young minds, in front of all startups. And we are very lucky that we have Mr. Ajay Bohra with us today, and I feel myself very lucky that I'm moderating an event where I'm doing the first session. And I think we will start the day, and I think the stop loss has already been hit. Stop loss का मतलब तो समझते ही होंगे. 10:15 का stop loss था. It's already 10:45, but still I think we have many people to come, and I think we already have a great audience, great crowd. So Ajay ji, your event's title, your session's title is Educated Debtors. So do you like the title, sir?
Yes, of course. Yes, of
Balance
course.
sheet mein debtors is a bad word, creditor is a bad word.
No, but with a caveat, I think educated debtors is right. But when the debt is taken to invest in your future, it doesn't become a liability, but it becomes an asset. Because with additional or incremental education, the value of the human being, a professional as an asset increases. So it's even though they take education loans, but it enhances the value of their asset and the knowledge.
Great. So I became a debtor this month only for education. My son went to US, so my son is now an educated debtor, and somehow so मैंने education loan लिया. आप लोगों ने भी लिया है किसी ने? Please हाथ उठाएं. मुझे लगता है इसके लिए लोग हाथ नहीं उठाते हैं, बट एजुकेशन लोन के लिए उठाना चाहिए. होम लोन के लिए उठा सकते हैं, क्रेडिट कार्ड और पर्सनल लोन्स के लिए नहीं. So when it's education loan, proudly yes, I have taken an education loan. When it's home loan, okay, yes. But when it's credit card, personal loan, or anything which is for luxurious consumption, it cannot be. So I think you have done and you have explored the best segment of the asset industry, the loan industry, and that's the education loan. And believe me, it's an amazing product. एक चीज मैं बता दूँ, because I'm from the finance background and I'm a stockbroker also, and we do financial planning. I'll just add one point. Education loan पे जितना भी ब्याज लगता है, the whole interest which we pay to the company is deductible from your income. So please don't underestimate the power of deductions of income tax from your income. So it's a great benefit, which in fact in a way it's a tax-free loan, what I feel. So sir, I think coming back to your point, so we would love to hear to your journey, sir. So how Credila came, I really love the name Credila. It's so easy to pronounce Credila. So can you give us the background how Credila came and how you WNSF Global and you went to US, and he's from VJTI. VJTI के बारे में सुना है किसी ने यहाँ पे? Okay, काफी कम लोगों ने सुना, but बॉम्बे की ये मतलब IIT से कम नहीं है. It's an amazing engineering institute, and sir is from Nasik. So sir, please, over to you.
Thank you, Sandeep ji. It's an honor to be, to be interacting with Sandeep ji. I've been his fan, and also whenever I come for TIE events, I think for me it is like recharging our batteries and getting inspired again from the like-minded entrepreneurs who fight who are the job creators, and the world needs more and more of them. So I echo your sentiment and thanks. Now, if I can just take a step back, Sandeep ji, and can talk about our first venture, because it had certain elements into founding Credila. So our first, we are not from the business background. My father is a lawyer. I'm the first generation entrepreneur. But it started out, our first venture, I did after doing MBA in New York, I was the financial planner there. And because I was naive / stupid at that time, we thought that cold calling can get us a joint venture partner. And
A big clap for this. I think cold calling. So, everyone knows the power of cold calling, and it's so difficult to do cold calling, nowadays after you become a successful entrepreneur. But Sir started with, he found a funding company through cold calling. So
absolutely, yeah. For the BPO, so at that time, and the reason I'm saying that is, lot of you, might think that we are being naive or stupid or probably immature, but that pays off, because we thought that we can get a joint venture partner for a proposed business process outsourcing from the US. And it worked actually. I made about 300-400 cold calls, and eventually there was a company from Des Moines, Iowa, and that entrepreneur, the president of that company, agreed to invest in our company. My brother, who's also an engineer, we did not have much of capital. So our joint venture partner gave 51 computers as his investment, and with credit card loans and whatever other loans we could take, we started our BPO. And then we grew it. My brother and I owned 49%. Then the US entity owned 51%. Later on, we acquired the stake of the US entity, and we scaled it up to 450 people. And then we were approached by ICICI Securities, WNS, which had 18,000 employees at that time. And we got acquired by WNS. I got to serve on its board, which eventually got listed on New York Stock Exchange with a 1 billion valuation. This was in 2005. So after that happened, then the learning, and that coming back to Sandeepji's question, that how did Credila come along? So while we were doing that, we realized that it was a real struggle to not only for me but for my wife and children. They had to really struggle to be the first generation entrepreneur. And once that happened, then we thought that we did all of that, but we still, I believe that we could not really build a strong value. Value creation wasn't that robust or massive. So then we tried to look back that, again, being naive / stupid, we said that because we were in a cost plus industry, there the valuation cannot be very big. So we thought that for our next venture, we have to be in the big industries, and those two big industries, I googled, and it was petrochemicals industry and financial services. Then we said, petrochemicals, I'm not a chemical engineer, so you don't understand.
So you thought like Mukesh Ambani.
Yeah.
He started Jio Financials and petrochemicals mein wo log aaye hai. So basically it's पेट बड़ा होना चाहिए बिजनेस का. That's how you thought.
That's very critical.
So this is the desi word of पेट बड़ा होना चाहिए.
बिल्कुल.
Yes.
Sir, I believe in that. जैसे size of the dream is very critical. We were discussing with Sandeep ji. I think it depends on the entrepreneur. You have to really answer that question candidly. That what's the size of your dream? Do you want to build a unicorn, or do you want to build a 200 crore company or 10 crore company or maybe $1 billion company? Once that decision gets made, then I think you start thinking in that direction, and that's what we did. We'll come back to Credila in the subsequent questions. Sandeep ji.
Amazing. Size of the dream, huh? Log size of business sunte hain. When we were talking in the green room, and he told, I will talk about the size of the dream. Bola, okay, fine. Size, waist size pata chalta hai. Balance sheet ka size suna hai. Magar size of the dream is amazing. To sapna to वैसे बड़ा ही देखना चाहिए, you're right. But sir, एक और चीज, what I have, got to know, disruptions. As I was discussing with you, कुछ तो prepare करके आना पड़ता है, to be a moderator, because I'm not a regular moderator. So I've just written down some questions. I'll be very frank. So I have listened to you at Jito also. He is a very regular speaker at lots of other forums. And you had a session called Creating Value versus Creating Business. So can you elaborate something on that? It's a very good point and it's a very famous presentation sir has presented on this particular topic.
Thank you, Sandeep ji. Yeah, I see, having done that first BPO, we realized that our focus has to be creating value vis-a-vis creating profits. And then we went back to the drawing board. We said that, yeah, and this was actually initially, but it crystallized more after we built Credila from scratch to being India's first dedicated education loan company way back in 2006 to becoming the largest private education loan lender. When we exited, we had disbursed 10,000 crores, our balance sheet was about 7,000-8,000 crore, and recently HDFC sold it for 10,350 crores. So in that exercise,
Big clap.
That's
a big thing.
Thank you.
So HDFC ने बहुत पैसा बनाया सर.
When we sold it, it was valued at 4,300 crores. Within 2.5 years, HDFC more or less multiplied the valuation by 2.5 times. So they're very happy, and because they made a lot of money, we are very happy. Because whenever any investor keeps faith in you and trust in you, I think there is no better kick or bigger kick to an entrepreneur that somebody made money on you, because that corroborates your hypothesis or your startup. Now just to answer Sandeep ji's question, so we tried to think that disruptions are many, but there are very few startups who can really scale up really big. And then if we can we templatize or can we create a formula so that we can probably format it in a way where it becomes, people can replicate it, or we ourselves, after our first venture, we tried to replicate that. So if we get time, I have 6 elements of that formula, which I have conviction in, that if we focus on those 6 points, I think it enables us to really scale up and probably be into value creation exercise.
सर छक्का लगाई दीजिए please.
Now the first,
Explain those 6.
yeah, thank
points,
you.
yeah.
Sure. So the first one is, see, disruptions means fundamentally that you are changing the rules of the games. We are changing some basic elements of the service offerings. Now, if we do that, then in my opinion, given that half-life period of every product or service is shrinking, products and services are getting obsolete relatively quickly, and the competition is coming in from all around, and also the velocity of change in the technological world. If we connect all these dots, that means that every opportunity comes in with an expiry date. Now, what does that mean? That means you have a certain time slot, or you have certain window of opportunity by when you can really scale up the value creation exercise, or be outsmarted, be outfunded, or somebody else can come in and disrupt you, which you started out. So if we were to do that, then the first important thing, in my opinion, out of those 6 elements, the first one is we have to decide, are we digging an empty well, or are we digging a well where there is a lot of water? What do we mean by that? See, when we looked at education loan as an asset class, as Sandeep ji has said that it's an emerging asset class, there were no specialized lender in India. While as in the US, they had $1.3 trillion of total student loans outstanding, and there was Sallie Mae, which did 700 billions of assets at that time. So we realized that India's population is 4 times more, but our total student loans outstanding, this was in year 2007, were only $10 billion. That means there was a growth opportunity to scale it up to 125 times. And I think that meant, that gave us the confidence that there is a lot of water if we keep digging the well. And that's where it started. Can we go into other points, or? Yeah.
कितने पॉइंट चौका लग गया सर आपका? 4 हो गए शायद.
नहीं, एक हुआ, दूसरा, yeah. The second is, I think, laser focus, which we realized. See, while we were doing the BPO, we realized that in order for really doing one thing better than anybody else in the world, we need laser focus, and that has been our philosophy. In the BPO, we focused on healthcare, and we became one of the largest healthcare BPOs in India. And in Credila then, we said that we will become a monoline lender. If we are doing only education loan, then we would do it better than anybody else. And that's why Credila in financial metric was the most profitable subsidiary of HDFC Limited, not the bank but the parent. Our profit before tax was 24% of revenue, and we became the largest private education loan lender. Yeah, so
Parents, HDFC, मतलब, you know, I'm into stock market, so whenever people talk about a company, अगर भगवान पूछता कि आपको वापस नेक्स्ट जन्म में कोई कंपनी चाहिए तो it would be HDFC only. And the color of your logo, I'm so lucky that nothing is common with you. Your company is very big. हमारी company Trade Swift है, तो बस कलर लोगो का कलर सेम है, blue and red you have used, we have the same combination. But anyway, sir, I think this is a great topic which you have touched, but I think we will run short of time because you have 6 points. So that's a standalone seminar topic again. So one more thing, sir is a TEDx speaker also. So I think a big clap for that also. आप नहीं होंगे तो कौन होगा सर TEDx में सर. So but anyways, sir, there you talked about, you know, scaling up disruption. So just
So I think they are the critical points. So one is the laser focus. If we have the laser focus, then what is also important is what do we keep offering to our market segment? Do we keep changing our business plan, or do we continue to institutionalize the process of knowledge or the learning? What do we mean by that? So if let's say Sandeep's previous point that creating value versus creating profits, based on our experience, the value creation happens when we build the domain expertise. Now whatever business any entrepreneur is, in my opinion, we have to every day continue to dig deeper and know a lot more about your customer segment, about the product you are offering, and it has to be institutionalized. That has to be the DNA and the corporate culture of the team. They should continue to learn. Like in our case at Credila, we focus primarily within education loans, also Indian students going to the US, and within that MS. So we knew so much about them that if a certain student goes to for a particular course in the given college, in that university, what could be the salary potential of that person? And when you get so much of domain expertise, that's when the magic happened. Because initially Merrill Lynch became our 40% investor. This was in 2008, and then one day Subham Muthe Sandeepji on one Saturday, and we realized that day, that Friday, a lot of turbulence happened, and we woke up realizing that Bank of America is now a minority investor because Merrill Lynch was acquired by Bank of America.
2008.
2008, yeah. So that time then HDFC acquired the stake of Merrill Lynch, and we grew with that. And the last point is, as Sandeepji has said, that HDFC, so that's another point that we have, that no matter what happens, the corporate governance or the processes and system that one builds, they have to be extremely robust. And I think that really creates value. In my opinion, it is more profound than it sounds. Like in our case, just to cite a couple of examples on domain expertise. See, we identified, and our teams across India, they were told and informed and trained to identify the problem statements of the students. We realized that students, when they go to the US, in order for them to get the I-20, they need to demonstrate the proof of funding, a liquid proof of funding. However, in the prevailing situation, the banks wanted the admission letter first before they gave the approval. So it was a catch-22 situation, chicken or egg. So we innovated and we said we will give them pre-approved loans so that the students did not have to downsize their dreams. Now we went one step beyond. We said that we would also excel in our processing, in our customer experience. So then we structured, customized, hyper-personalized education loans, and we said that we will deliver customized education loans home delivered. So students did not have to come to the offices, but we would send out our teams and really deliver customized education loans to their doorsteps, and that really added up. Credila's ad you must not seen anywhere, neither in the TV or the newspapers. But every day over 1,000 crores of applied loan amount comes in. That's a demand, and even now The good part is even now the education loans outstanding in India still remains about
Some
12
more
billion.
balls, please. It's very, actually, he's saying a very big point, and I can, so recently I've taken an education loan. In fact, September, I think I must have suggested Shinu that we should call Mr. Ajay Bora. I think maybe that was a coincidental thing. That day only, I think I took my son's loan. And believe me, it's so easy now to take a student loan. Home loan lena difficult hai, sare loans lena difficult, and student loan, as you said, rightly said, I-20 thing, and you don't downsize your dream. You first approve the loan. So, and the way they take care of the students, they counsel, they do everything about the student. I think the loan executive, I think, he himself, in a way, is a counselor. He knows each and every university. So it's a brilliant product which you have innovated, and I think sapno ke saudagar ho sir aap, and so many dreams you are fulfilling. I think many of us are parents also, many of us are students also, and I think everyone will go for education loan.
Sandeep ji, I think thanks for saying that, because see, we ourselves, my father was a lawyer, and on a scooter, I went to about 20 banks to get the education loan, and we couldn't get it. So I feel the pain and the agony of the parents and the students, that it wasn't easy to get education loans. But when we see that about 1.25 lakh students could materialize their dreams of higher education in their dream universities abroad, it's very fulfilling, and I think one sleeps well.
Clap again, fulfilling. Again, your choice of words are amazing, sir.
Yes. And just one thing I want to add is, because this is an entrepreneurial community, I think we always underestimate, we take too much credit to ourselves, but there is an element of luck which always plays, because all factors have to come together at the same time to be successful in two ventures where you have billion plus valuations. Is not easy. But more importantly, the second point, I think we underestimate and do not recognize the roles of our family members. Like my wife and children, they sacrifice so much.
So I'll come up to this. So I was actually, you took my words actually out of my mouth. Actually, the power behind this powerful man is, we have ma'am here. Ma'am, I would love to see you on the stage, sir. Please.
Oh, Sunita ji, I think, see, there and lot of them are spouses here. We typically entrepreneurs have egos, and they feel that I have done it. But the sacrifices and them giving up their careers, their lives for the success of the entrepreneur is, I think, always underappreciated, and people do not really give credit to them. But I want to use this opportunity to thank her.
And he has given me some questions. Please ask me these questions. So he mentioned about talking about his wife. So I really appreciate that, sir. And ma'am का भी मैं achievement के बारे में बता देता हूँ. Student loan, and she trains students. 3,700 students she has in her school. Big clap again. She runs a school in Nasik, and she has 3,700 students. And I think ma'am will discuss about this, your startup.
Thank you. It's been 25 years in this journey, and the main thing is that our institution is basically run by women. So 215 all women as a team, we are running this institute. So, and 3,700 students on board.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And thank you, sir. I think you are one of the very few speakers Mashup has ever seen who has come with his wife to speak. And I have never gone to anywhere. I have been a speaker at so many forums, but I never go with my wife. And believe me, my wife doesn't want to listen to me or hear to me.
No, but I think it's a late realization. I want to echo that. I feel, guilty of not recognizing our family members, and now retrospectively I felt that I have made that mistake, and that's the reason.
देखिए, सबसे पहले शीनू के यहाँ से आया ये बॉल. So she understands. Thank you so much. And I think we are open. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Sandeep, because madam is there. Ma'am, we need you for a minute. We need you for a minute.
कौन है पीछे? हाँ, please. Ma'am, please.
Ma'am, here. I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. Two very
He's a
candid-
storyteller, huh?
Two very
आप बताइए,
candid,
please
two
tell
very
the story.
candid questions, ma'am. When he sleeps in the night, which are the two most common words he keeps uttering?
No, three words.
Other three, like,
I love you.
No, actually the entrepreneurs are never at peace. So I don't think he ever had a sound sleep. One venture finishes, he starts dreaming for the next one. So it's like mind is working 24/7.
Wonderful. So how do you get sound sleep when he doesn't have that?
No, because I know that's his passion. So it needs to be fulfilled. And if he is happy, the entire family is happy.
Okay, आपके पतिदेव फाइनेंशियल बॉस हैं, घर पे फाइनेंशियल बॉस कौन है मैडम?
नहीं नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. We run it together.
Okay, thank you so much.
So we are open for Q&A and I think I'm very sure लोन के अलावा, लोन मांगने के अलावा कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं. प्लीज एनी क्वेश्चंस? या प्लीज. माइक की शॉर्टेज ऐसे बोलो.
I just wanted to know, sir, what's next? What's brewing up, and what should we look forward to?
Yeah, great. So he is the convener, Mr. Nishant Patni.
Yeah.
And आप ऐसा मत समझना कि हमने चलाकर बोला कि आप क्वेश्चन पूछना. It's a genuine question.
No, the next is what I think is that every business is a technology business first, and more so for financial services. So I think the next ideas, I have a lot of ideas, but one idea is I realize that the easiest way to build a balance sheet is to be the lender. So I've decided to be the lender again because you can build a book of $1 billion plus relatively quickly. Also, if we make it technology first and can really offer cutting edge customer experience. In today's world, customer experience has become the product. So around those themes, I'm working on something. It's premature now, but it would have the elements that I talked about. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Looking forward to another unicorn in the making. Very soon.
Hi Ajay sir, this side, and glad to connect you here again. This is in regard that in the continuous journey of process of innovation, we innovate things and let the customers use that. A lot of time we get the doubt, will it be coming or not? Will it be surprising for the consumers? Will be that product which we are imagining going to be disrupt out the market in the same fashion? Sometimes we feel, sometimes we get achieve that thing. So how you overcome those doubts and self-belief in the process of journey, and how you made that thing possible with you?
Yeah, so I think that's a great question, and that was actually my third point in that formula. I think it is very critical for an entrepreneur to keep aside the ego and keep fine-tuning the service offerings, keep identifying the pain points of our customer segment, and then figure out how can you tweak the product or the services. Are we really addressing the untapped market? Are we really offering a solution which doesn't exist now? And it's a process, it's an evolution. It has to happen gradually, but the DNA has to be right from the front end, right from your office boy to the CEO, to every person, and they have to keep getting the insights. Like in our case at Credila, we had mapped the life cycle of a student from the time he or she decides to go abroad to all the way going there and beyond. And then when you map that as a process, as an institutional DNA, then you keep unearthing various opportunities. And that's how you can keep fine-tuning your offerings. And then the connect is much better, the relevance is higher. Your domain expertise gets derived from those insights that one gets from those segments.
Okay, thank you sir. Okay.
So I think we are done with the time. It would go on and on, sir. Questions तो बहुत आएंगे. और स्टॉक मार्केट में दो तरीके से एग्जिट होती है, एक स्टॉप लॉस से और एक टारगेट अचीव होने से. So we have achieved the target of enlightening the crowd. And thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much once again for coming to Jaipur and enlightening us.
Thank you. My wife is from Udaipur, but I am originally from Jodhpur, even though I live in Maharashtra, so it's good to be back home. And I think thanks TIE Rajasthan for inviting us. And at a personal level, it has been the honor to be interacting with Sandeep ji. I've been his fan, Jain Saab ke James. So thank you, Sandeep ji.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for appreciating it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah.